finally got some cool weather here in Texas. Well, it's not really cool. Today, high about 84, maybe 82, 83. That's still warm when you're out in the sun. But today, we're going to talk about spoon feeding. So, if you've been in the lawn and garden arena for a little bit, you've probably heard people talk about spoon feeding their lawn. And I want to let you know what that actually is. See, synthetic fertilizer has a huge problem, and it's constantly being thought in different kinds of ways on how to solve those problems. And the biggest problem with synthetic fertilizer is how fast it releases into the soil and how much of it does not get to the actual plant. In case you don't know, we're talking about the nitrogen. Nitrogen can come in two forms in most synthetic fertilizers, and that's ammoniacal and urea. Those is probably in most of all the fertilizers that you have out there. And those two nitrogen sources are readily available by the plant. But the problem is the plant can't use all of it at one time. So the rest of it gets leached off into the air or into the waterways. One of the ways they circumvent this is put a plastic coating over a polymer coated prill. They cover the nitrogen up with like a coating, so the coating will dissolve later on over time. This is what they call slow release fertilizer. Most people don't even know what that is, and they put it out at the wrong time. Because take this Bermuda grass that's about to go dormant, for example, and you put a slow release fertilizer out here that's going to release probably up in December or something. Well, the grass is going to be dormant and it was useless. Another solution to that problem is to spoon feed it. Only give the grass enough nitrogen that it can use on a consistent basis. So you're giving it just a little bit all the time, like every week or so. But that also doesn't do anything about the other problem with synthetic fertilizers, which is killing all the microbes in the lawn. Well, these fertilizer companies are not going to tell you the fix for it because they're not going to make any money off of it. But I'm going to tell you, switch to organic fertilizers. Organic fertilizer does what the synthetic fertilizers are trying to mimic. Organic fertilizer releases slowly into the soil over time, and that's what the synthetic fertilizers are trying to mimic. This is spoon feeding, and it's organic. This is what you should be spoon feeding your lawn with every week, right here, to keep your lawn green and lush without adding all the negative effects of synthetic fertilizers. So let me back up. When I say this, I'm not saying you have to go on. This is fish fertilizer, fish emulsion. You can get any kind. You don't necessarily have to get the kind that I have here, but I want you to go to get you some fish fertilizers. It's on Amazon. Get you some molasses and organic kelp and humic acid and iron for the deeper, darker green. This is how you spoon feed, y'all, not the synthetic nitrogen. The ammonia and the urea is a no-go on this stuff. It's a popular product called Super Juice that's trying to achieve the same thing, but it's steady throwing synthetic fertilizer out on your lawn. Do yourself a favor. This right here is a no-brainer. It's easy, it's foolproof, and it's great for beginners. Your lawn will love it. This is what spoon feeding is supposed to be.